Hello all and welcome to Magus Crag Gaming. Alright, today we are playing Dynasty Warrior, or not Dynasty Warriors, Medieval Dynasty, sorry about that. I was going to say Dynasty Warriors Online, I haven't played that game in a long time, and that's actually been discontinued. Medieval Dynasty. Okay, let's get into it.
First, I didn't know
Now,
what to do.
I'm going to try and be a little more critiquey with this data. I'm going to build a little slower and try to build almost like very detailed areas and do my best to detail it out and just work a little slower. I have it set at 8 days per season. I'm going to try and keep it a little smaller than normal so it's easy to manage and just kind of go with that. All right, we're just going to be picking up stones and sticks for a little bit. I do have this on unlimited everything, very easy, max XP and all that. I want it to be kind of just like a build and go kind of thing. With I have lack of hunger and very low hunger for my people, so I'm just gonna kind of play it like for fun and just doing all the tasks instead of like a challenge. Really, it's gonna be like a creative mode, I guess you could say, in a sense. And we're gonna go ahead and get all this going. Alright, as soon as we get enough stones, let's see here. I do have tools on singular, so I only need one tool. By singular, I mean you only need one tool to craft and do all your stuff because there is no durability loss. The tool will not break down. So that is going to be something that I like. Alright, we've got those two tools. Those are our main tools I want to focus on right now. Eventually I will get a hammer, but for now we're going to come here. We're going to put that on 2. I like that on 2. And let's go ahead and start collecting logs. Come on, get off there. We're going to start collecting logs, branches, trees, stones, and we're just going to work our skill. And we're going to chop here. I do have unlimited weight. So that is going to play a key role in getting my skills up considerably in this area and then traveling and starting a village. I'll be able to gather resources here, and then wherever I decide to put down a village, I'll have that much more resources I can gather from that area. And I am not going to take the stumps out here. I could, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to go ahead and leave this to grow again, so nothing gets changed here, and we're just gonna gather everything we can. Really, we're gonna go ahead and just really work it here, try to get a really good start. If I need to, I will spend a camp night in this wooded area until I get to the village. The game doesn't really start until you talk to the main dude, Erglast, or I can't remember how to say his name. It's kind of weird spelling. Now it is spring. Now one thing I want to gather here is a lot of berries if I find them. I want berries for farm plots because what I'm going to do is I'm going to get farm plots placed, and then the next season is going to be my season where I actually use the berries as rot because I'm going to make some rot bins. I'm going to use the berries as rot to make fertilizer. Every 10 rot or every 10 berries I pick, I can make one fertilizer. So if I get 500, that'll give me, what is it, 50? Yeah, 50. Is that right? I think that's right, yeah. 50 fertilizer. So, and berries are, you can get a lot of berries in this during this time. I do have quite a high threshold for XP, so they're maxed out at, I want to say, 1,000. So I am definitely going to be getting skills here quickly. And I'm not going to train any skills up until I get to a certain point, and I'm going to limit the XP skills because I want finalized skills. Now, some of the skills in certain trees trees, I will not actually train. Oh, I let it fall on me. Okay. Because I'm going to be focusing them on specific skills instead of like food skills and all that. Other than maybe my villager food skills. So, all right, pick up as much as we can of every stone, every branch, every tree. Let's get that last log. Let's go ahead and keep chopping down. We're gonna just go ahead and keep going at this. We'll probably get some pine spruces. I don't mind pine because that's 3 plus the stump. That's a 4 piece, but it's not as good as maple. So if I can find more maple trees, I prefer maple tree stumps. So that's definitely what I want. Or not stumps, saplings. I want more saplings from the maple trees if I can, because maple trees yield 1 more log per cut down. Alright, let's go ahead and get in here and get a few more. Let's go ahead and cut this way. We're going to keep going. I'm going to probably log until almost all my skills are maxed out with the wood cutting. And then when it gets to that point, I'll go and I'll start building buildings, log sheds and all that different stuff, and kind of work up some more skills. I want to work each tree up. Probably the tree I'm not going to focus on the most is maybe diplomacy and hunting for now, because I don't need food or water, so I don't have to really focus on those too much. I will when I get villagers, but that's mainly, all those things are going to be just money makers for me, selling food and all that, because I put it at 10% for food use and all the water uses and all that for my villagers. So because that's downgraded so much, I'm going to have a lot of extra stuff I can actually sell and utilize for extra cash in this data. I should try a really hard one where you have to do a lot more than that, and just, I probably should make it really hard, like up how much use they do or something. I don't know. That'd be an interesting one to do. Maybe at a later date. I kind of like the easy play. Now you can notice that in this area there's a lot of spruce trees. I've cut down a few maples, but it's mostly spruce trees if you've been looking. And right here we got berries. So hold on, let's do something here real quick. Let's go to skills. Okay, fishing. Is this fishing? No, this is survival. Okay. Now I want temperature because I left that on, so I'll take temperature. I want this. I'll take that. What's this? What's this? 10% more health. I don't need that. I might need that eventually. Food and water loss. I don't need that. Alcohol resistance. I might want that. This I definitely want. So we'll take that. And then that opens up this tree. I don't need that. And I don't need that. So we're going to take all this. We got that. Let's look at extraction here. Okay, now you always have to take one of these. Now, this one is 5% more XP. I never take that anymore when I do the XP gain stuff. Or even in the long term, you really don't want to take that, to be honest, because it's just not that good. Alright, 550%. We'll do that in case I need that. Is this what I think it is? I'll leave that. We want this, because eventually I will want that. Because I will be turning it off after I build enough. I probably shouldn't have took that, but actually, don't need that. What's this one? Don't need that. Don't need that. So these two, this one and this one, are the ones I'm going to focus on, because those are the ones I want done in case I decide to go with weights. Alright, that's good enough for now. Let's go. Now, do I have... Yes, now I can see the berry bushes. Okay, good. There is a log there, so I did chop down. I thought I had another log there. Alright, we're going to pick up all these berries. We're going to pick up all these berries. There's a lot of them here, so let's get them all. And we'll pick up all of the rocks and sticks too. Alright, we'll go ahead and pick these up. Survival went up again. That's okay. It's going to go up a lot because we're going to be picking berries and stones here. There's a lot of them in here too. There's a lot of berries right in here. There's 2 patches, as you can see. So we're going to get a lot of berries here. We're probably going to get about 400 or 500 berries, which is 50 fertilizer when we get a barn up. It usually doesn't take too long to get a barn up. Survival went up again. It's going to go up a lot really quick here because we're picking a lot of berries. Now, normally, if it was just on 100% XP, which is standard, it would go up a lot slower. And some people might want that boost in XP because it takes forever to get it up. But if you wait the long haul and you don't take those boosts for XP, it's really nice. Now, I will say that I used those boosts when I first played this game, and they gave us a reset at some point in time in the skills, and you were able to reset them, so I was able to level up with standard data for quite some time, and then use those boosts, and then after I used those boosts, I was able to train the good skills, which was nice. I think I hear a fox. We're at 359 here. Alright, we're well over 400 after this. I don't know how much, maybe 450, 470. Now, it's good to have this because you can see if you've gotten all the berries. Sometimes they're really thick and you can get a lot of them all at once. It's kind of hard to see them without this skill, but you can do it without this skill if you're really careful. You can get them all picked. But this skill comes in very handy fishing hunt now. Now I think I know where I'm going to start my village. It's going to be a little trek from town, but it's going to be in a good position to build a lot. We still got a little bit more to pick here. Oh wow, we're well over 600 berries. That's good. If we can keep getting these, that'll be really good. Hopefully I can find a little bit more. Oh, that's a spruce tree I cut down. I didn't know I cut that down. I forgot about it. That berry is right in the tree. Alright, we got one more berry over here. Let's go grab it. 2 more. Alright, let's get these logs up. Alright, there we go. Let's see what we got here. We've got 43 logs, some feathers. Now, the dried meat, I am probably going to sell for some pocket change right away. The apples and stuff like that, that'll be something I'll sell. Let's see if we can find some more berries because I want 10 or at least 1K of those if I can. That would be a good start for rot, which is 2 bends. 2 bends holds 500 berries. So if we can get that much, I'll be fine with that. If I can get more than that, I'm cool with that too. That's a maple. We're gonna cut that maple, and we're gonna hope that we get a maple seed tree, a seedling. I don't know if I've gotten any seedlings yet. But... Oh, come on, whatever. I didn't get under that. 150 sticks. We're gonna want a lot of sticks because we're gonna be building. Let's chop down these maple trees here. These 2. Now, the only thing that better tools are going to get you when you're at this stage are quicker cuts, quicker things done, less durability use, and longer durability use, unless you have it set up the way I have. So that is the stipulation on better tools. My suggestion, if you are playing where there is durability, work your way up as soon as you can because the better tools are going to really make a difference in how you play. Let's see what we got here. 64. Let's look at my extraction. I'm working on survival and extraction right now, so let's see here. We want this one more. That's good. What's this? I don't really want that. I'm gonna take this, and then I'm probably gonna take. It looks like I can take something else. What's this? Poison. Oh, we'll take that. That's good. We'll take that. All right, we will be able to get poison resistance all the way up, and then maybe I'll just take like the alcohol, maybe. So I'll take the poison resistance and alcohol, and that'll be good for that one. Let's see what we want this one. We're going to take this. We want this full up. Alright, that's full up. I want this full up, and probably this full up. And if I can get that, anything else, I'll be okay. Now, normally you would take durability and all that, but I have that, like I said, off where there's no durability on things. They just stay lasted. I've got 50 stones. Not a lot of stones. I need to find some fields where there's some stones and really pick those up. We're going to pick up these if I can. Oh, I can get some rock out of this. Pickaxe would be nice, so I'm going to make a pickaxe. Let's see what we got here. There should be some more branches or logs. Should be one more, okay. So we're going to go ahead and come here. We're going to go ahead and make this. We're going to make all our tools now, so we have them. We're going to make one of these. Now this is going to use up some of our stuff, but that's okay. That's what they're there for. We're going to make up a hoe. Alright, I'll need a hammer. Now, eventually, I will upgrade my tools to um, iron because I want that, but it's not typically necessary. We're gonna go ahead. Do I want a spear? Yeah, we'll make one spear too. Alright, let's go ahead and go to inventory. We'll go to tools. Alright, pickaxe, we want that on 5. Wood hammer on 3, because that's how I do it. Shovel on 1. Hoe on 5. Pickaxe on 4. That's how. Alright, simple bag's gonna be 6. Wooden spear is going to be 7, and then 8 is open. Alright, good enough. Now let's get our pickaxe, and I'll show you how to get rock and limestone. You can just go ahead and hammer at these. Now typically you'll get a few rocks and some limestone. Now if you have your guys mine, they will pick this up if you have an extraction. But this is typically how you get it if you don't have anyone extracting. And limestone, as you can see, takes a little while to get. And sometimes you don't get it. Now this should be some heavy rock. I don't know how much we'll get here. We'll see. Oh, we got 2 limestone that time. Oh, looky there. You see that? That's a bird nest. We're going to pick that. That's going to be our first eggs for the day. And the start of this, we'll take those eggs and the feathers. Alright, we got some eggs, boys and girls. Got some eggs. That's cool. Alright, let's hop up here. We'll take this out. Now this is extraction, so this will work the same thing as cutting down trees. We're just gonna go ahead and do this extraction point for a little bit, get some limestone, some stones. You will go through a lot of pickaxes if you do this with durability on, especially the stone tools. You will go through a ton of them. You'll probably cut almost even with how much stone you're getting. So just take that in mind if you're actually leaving durability on. $20 limestone. Stone there. Let's get this. Alright, we're gonna get this, and that's probably gonna be about it. We could go over there, get more. Got 129. I knew there was some here. This is a good spot to collect all your stuff too. In the beginning, if you really have all these settings on, because you're gonna get a lot. Uh, 141. Ooh, I'm dirty. Need to take a bath. Been working too hard. Nah, that's alright. Alright, so I think I've collected enough for now and utilized some of my skills enough for now. Yeah, I know I need to sleep. Get off. I should have turned that menu off. Oh, looky here. We got some goodies. Sobriety potion. What's this? Cherries. Oh, I put my apples in. take that. Is that a potion of temperature? Anything else? Not really a lot on that one. Alright, so we're going to head this way. Alright, now these fields back in the day in the early game did not have all these fences around them. They were just open fields. They really dressed these out. They didn't even have the scarecrows, if I remember right. And that bell thingy was not there. So, and they've done a lot of rework to this area and put up fences and stuff. Really combed it out. So, these guys are all. Let's talk to Edwin real quick. We're gonna buy some stuff from him real quick. So, we're gonna sell all my extra stuff minus the materials that we're gonna use. Alright, maple seedlings, I got 2 of those. Let's sell the morels. Alright, we'll sell these. We'll sell this. We'll keep that. The warmth, that I'll sell. I think that's about it. We could sell the berries, but I'm going to hold those. Now, let's see. I've got 160. The first thing I want to buy is flax seeds. That is a must. Buy flax seeds and manure, or you're not going to get anywhere. So we're going to go ahead and get 15 of these. Oh, I bought one. Let's go ahead and get 14 now. Yep. Now, how much do I have? 25. Let's see about manure. Let's see what we can get for manure. 18. I'm going to need a lot more than that, but we're going to buy it all. We're going to buy every bit of it. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead. I will be back there, hopefully, on day 2 to purchase some more. You know what? I'm going to build over this way, close to town, because I kind of want to build over here again and try it out for a change. This is the first place I built when I first had my first data. So we're going to go ahead and kind of negotiate this like a real village instead of just a sustainable village. You know, roadways, all that kind of stuff, decorations, all that kind of stuff. Now, I think I can start right in about here. Let's look. Is there berry bushes in here? No, but there's a lot of stones. So we're going to start picking up these stones. Let's get this on so I can see them all. We're going to pick up all these stones. We're going to go ahead and light a campfire after we get this done. And we're going to go ahead and, did I sell my dried meat? I don't think I did. Maybe I did. We're going to pick up all these stones. There's a lot of stones in here. Stones and sticks, we want them all. Alright. The stones are going to be really key in building tier 3 buildings to start with, so I don't have to upgrade anything later. Come on, pick it up. We're going to be building right in this area too. Maybe closer to the village than I think. And we'll get it done and figure out what we're going to do next. I think I'll stop at around 200 stones. Maybe. There's a lot of them to pick up. 200 is good though. That should give me a lot of building materials. Okay, so one of the first things I'm going to need is a wood shed. Oh, what the heck? I thought it was nighttime. It's not even nighttime yet, but I do need to sleep soon. There is a dock over there now. They put in a dock. Oh, they put in a fishing dock. Let's go down there and see if there's anything lootable there. Looks like there's a couple barrels we can loot. Let's see what we get here. A plank. Let's see what we get out of the barrels. Oh, we don't want that. Flour. Flour. Let's see what's in the other barrel. Hopefully something good. Just flour again. That's just a sell. Let's see if there's anything in this that we can get. There's some ducks here. Oh, a chair. I like that they put a dock here. But that means you probably can't build as far close to the village as you used to be. It was just after this fence that you could start building. So we're gonna try it again. Let's see. And this was a great place because I used to be able to mine rocks right here and just stack them every season. And that's how I first started when I did all that. Let's go ahead and get that off. Alright, let's see if we can get 30 limestone. There's 29. Now it's starting to get really dark, so we're going to put down a campfire. 31. We'll go ahead and get this one. Alright, this is going to be the outskirts of town, so we're going to go ahead. Let's see. Let's build campfire. Fire. Let's see what we can build. Do we want this one? You don't have permission? Oh, I didn't talk to what's his name. I forgot to talk to him. You gotta talk to him at first in order to do anything, so I might have to work through the night if he's already sleeping. He might be a little awake. It's still early in the night, so we're gonna go see if he's still awake. There's a berry bush. Let's grab that single berry bush. Let's see if he's August is alive or awake. He's obviously alive, but let's see if he's awake. Let's see, where is he? Is he in his house? No, he's right there. He's still walking through town. Let's talk to him. We're just gonna zip through this real quick. Alright, there we go. Alright, cut down 3 trees. It did up. We gotta collect 3 straw and cut down 3 trees to get the new beginning go. But we should be able to lay down a campfire now. Ooh, diplomacy and all that's gone up. The first thing I'm gonna take with diplomacy is cash things. I should have took that to begin with. I should have talked to him and took that to begin with because I could have got more money. But that's okay. We're gonna go ahead. Let's see what campfire we want to put down. What one we can put down. Can we get this one or this one? I want this one, but I don't have firewood. Let's see. Can we unlock that? It's 150. No, we can't. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put this down for now. All right, turn that off. Oop, I don't want to do that. All right, we'll light that and we'll sleep. All right, let's go ahead and sleep the first night. Day 1 done, guys. We'll go ahead and sleep here at the campfire. We'll leave this up until we get a house built. Alright, now let's get that off. Now it's next day. Now this is what I want to focus on. I want to build a house, but I want a yard with it and farm plots. I want to kind of build this like small, each sectional thing for each person, you know, like kind of like they're living in my village, but they're doing their own thing. That's kind of the gear I want to get at with this. So let's go ahead and check buildings. Let's see what we can build. We're really close to unlocking these, and I want a bigger building. You know what? We're going to chop down trees for a while. We got a little bit to go, but we're going to chop down trees. And because I'm chopping down trees, it'll be good because of the simple fact that I need to clear cut this to build. So we're going to go ahead and chop down whatever we can here. And we're going to scoop up the stumps. Now, I eventually will be putting down some sapling pine trees in this area. I'm going to try and put them in kind of a formulated plot. I really wish they do something with the trees where you can put down almost, not just plant them anywhere, but almost have Well, I like that you can plant them anywhere because I do like that aesthetic. But I also like to see them do like a tree farm style thing, where it like did a certain plot in a certain row, and you plant them almost like what you plant the farms and the orchards and stuff. So you can have like an organized tree farm. Um, that's something I'd like to see. I think I would like to see that. It's not necessary. You can still do it. Just by the other way, it's just something I'd like to see. And I don't know if they'll add that, but we'll see if they do. Alright, and let's pick up these sticks. $85 logs. Good, we're gonna keep building. Now, if I want to, I can build a log house, but I'll have to build a woodshed first. So I think I'm gonna keep working here until I get to 1500 because I think that'll unlock a lot more of the buildings I want to build. So that's gonna be something I want. And looky here, look what we found. A little stash. I'm hoping for a couple apple trees or some hops or some cherry trees or something like that. I've noticed the value change in those from a long time ago, so they're not as valuable. They used to be something a lot of people would probably grab and then sell for starter cash, but they always cost a lot to grab. Look at that, just hops. I was hoping for some hops trees. That's okay, we'll take that. Alright, let's see. There's a duck. I want to kill those ducks, but I'm not going to. Alright, let's go ahead and check for more stones. We'll collect more of those. We're going to just collect as many of these as we can. Now, it does take about 100. It's 109 stones for one stone house. Now, when you play with this style of game, you can really collect like the first 2 or 3 days, like what I'm doing, and just live by a campfire and get your skills up, and then you can actually apply those skills to end game buildings pretty much at the start, so you don't have to upgrade, which can be quite nice and save you some resources and time. It's definitely fun for me to play that way. Makes it more I don't know how I like it, I guess. Let's get all these stumps up. Alright, let's check that survival. Let's see what that is. And we do have diplomacy, so let's look at diplomacy. So this one is game 5 for experience. This one is for affection towards women. It's good, but this is the one I want to focus on. But let's look at this. Reputation. Now, I don't need that because I will gain Dynasty points very easily. So I'm going to go with 1 in this. And then I'm going to go ahead and focus on this for sell prices. So I want that and I want this. So this will be next. This will be next. Then I think I might do maybe moods. And then we'll do like maybe villagers, food or water. If I do 10%, they're not going to really eat anything. So maybe lower taxes. Faster production could be better. So actually, I'm going to want to focus on this, and probably this. These two, this one, and these two are going to be my main focus. I don't know if I'll get them all. Taxes, not too terrible on my list, but this, and these two for sure, and maybe even this, because that could really do better for the challenges. So maybe these 4 in the center, then taxes, and if I have anything, something in here. I don't really need that. That's normally a really good thing to have. These top 2 are really good to max out. Let's see if there's... Alright, we got some more here. We'll want to max out poison. Alright, it looks like we got 2 more skills. Now, let's see what here. We're going to do temperature. Alright, good. We got temperature. I'm going to get temperature up, then I'll finish off with alcohol. Oh, I think I had one more too. Let's see what we got. Production. What do we got here? So you always have to pick one of these. So I think the one I'm going to want is this one. So I will pick one in this. And this is durability lost on hammers. Don't want that. Inspection mode. I want that. So that's going to be the next. And then we'll kind of move as we need here. Oh, I saw another tree trunk, I think. Yep, okay. Space tree. Alright, we got 101 logs. Let's see where we can build. Now, I want to build... First things first, I want to build a extraction building. So we're going to go buildings, and we're going to go to extraction. And we want this. So what do we need for that? Woodshed 2. We need a lot of points for that. So maybe not. Let's build a well. 16 straw. So let's collect some straw. We need a well. There's some good areas for fish here. And as you can see, ducks too. We're going to pick up some reeds. We just need about 100 of these if I can. I want to have enough to where I can build all the buildings I need until I get wood going. Actually, maybe 60. No, I want more because I'm going to be building animal shelters at some point. Yes, build a house, I know. Now, typically, when I first played this game, I played it all on default. You really have to start from the very beginning and build the very first tier buildings at this point. And you're not going to get there that quick because you're, especially if you don't have unlimited carry capacity and all that kind of stuff. So. Let's see how many of these we get. Ouch, that fucking hurts. What is that? Feels like something's biting me. That really felt like something was biting me. That itched. Well, we got 114 hunting lodge 2. I like that. We're gonna keep going here. Maybe we'll get some newer buildings here. And we can always use this for animal feed or something. A building, a farm building or something. So it doesn't hurt to collect all this. Dragonflies. There's a lot in this area to pick up too. This is why I like this area, the bridge and everything you build on. It's so cool. I like building where there's bridges. New survival. Alright, we got all those. Let's check our survival mode real quick and see where we're at. So we're going to go ahead and grab one more temp. And we're at 9. So our 10th one, we're going to put all our focus into this for more alcohol resistance. Alright, so that's good. Now, the question is, do we want to build here or over there? I always built right in this area, but I liked it how you can climb up the hill and everything, but that's more flat area. And there's flat area by the beach there too. I've never built over there. I'm curious. I like familiar sometimes, but I also like to change things up sometimes. Let's go ahead and get in here and get cleaned up. Alright, we're all cleaned up. Oh, looky here, look what we found. Well, we got a little stash here. Alright, couple planks. That's gonna definitely get us up. Let's see what we got here. Tin bar. Now that is valuable. And the tin is valuable. We'll take that. More fish here. I do want to build in this area because there's good fishing in this area. Let's see here. We're going to go ahead and go to building, farms, farm plots. Let's see, these should be north and northwest. Or north and south and east and west. Let's see what this looks like. So that is our scope. Okay, I could build a field in here and get it planted really quick. But I want to map this out. So we're going to go ahead and do some stuff here. I'm not going to focus on that side of town so much. I will eventually build there. I'm going to focus right here. So we're going to start right here. We're going to face east. We're going to start at the bridge right here. And we're going to face east. And we're going to make a road. So we're going to go ahead and go Q, road. We're going to start that right as close to this as we can. Right there, we're going to head east and build a road. And this is going to be our kind of gauge for the actual place. We're going to run this road all the way to the water's edge almost. Right about there. Perfect. Now we're going to go ahead and head south. And we're going to go as far as we can go until we run into something. Alright, we're running into trees and stuff. Let's get all the way south. Just a little bit right there. Alright. We've got some type of building situation there. Good little track. You can see it's good. That's our path. Now let's go ahead and start chopping down some trees. We're going to really place some roads, some fences, and kind of build really slow. I want to build this nice, and I want it to be organized. Ooh, I got the wrong thing there. Now, I don't really have to focus too much on survival or anything like that, so I can take my time with this. We're going to go ahead and clear cut. We're going to clear cut all this. We're going to get it right down to the nitty-gritty. Now, eventually, I will be connecting this road with another road, I think. It looks like we got some more berry bushes here. Alright, let's cut that down, cut this down. And then we'll pick up all the stones. Alright, let's scoop that up. We're going to scoop this up, it'll cause that to fall. Oh, it's stacked. Oh, okay, so I thought it was going to stay stood up. Now I'm going to try and build this as a homestead. I think I want to keep the village kind of small. For quite some time, we have resource storage too. I want to focalize it on maybe just a few people at first, and really not build it really humongous. Maybe make it more of like a small village setting that just survives, and see how much money I can gain as a smaller village, like maybe 2 to 3 couples, maybe 10 people total, and just kind of negotiate the jobs that way and do a little bit more work. And if I really want to build it out, I will, and I probably eventually will for sure, but I kind of want to keep it really knit and small for now. Alright, there is another road here, so we're going to go ahead and keep cutting this down. We're going to cut all these out, gather them up, then we're going to finish our road and maybe make another road. we're gonna have a lot of pine saplings, maybe a few of the maple saplings. We'll have some of the maple saplings, but I'm pretty sure at this point I might have about 6 to 8, maybe even 10 pine, or as you also know it, spruce saplings. So I'm gonna focus on those for a little bit. I want to plant those actually. We want to organize this in sections. I want to have areas where there's work to be done, but I also want to have areas where it's like just home knit, like I said, where like one guy is the woodcutter, so he's got like a wood station next to his house or something, so we can really limitize the travel points that they have to really do, and kind of make it look like, you know, my job is the lumberjack, so I have a lumber woodshed next to me or something to that effect, or you know, so that's rolling down the hill. Let's pick that up. Alright, let's pick this up. Alright, so that road can come through now. Alright, let's go ahead and build that road through. It'll be quite easy to do. We're just going to get in the center of it, right about here, and we'll come back to the road, and we're going to go ahead and put it just on the edge here, right about there, and we just have to head due south, and I think this will go through that tree. It did. All the way to the road, just a little bit less, right there. Alright, let's go ahead and chop this tree down. Now, if you face your north and all that, and your south and your east and your west, you're going to have a pretty straightforward, built-up, proper village for your area. It's going to look really organized. So let's see here. Do I want to build anything else here? Maybe a road through right about here. Maybe a little more. I want some building area. That looks about right. So maybe here through. So what we're going to do is chop down these two trees, and then we're going to make another road. This is a big one. I'd love to see them kind of make, like, the older the tree is, the more logs you can get, but it's not necessary. It's really good how it is. I like it how it is, but I kind of, to be honest, they don't have to do that. But if they put something like an oak tree in that gives you like 6 or 7 logs, that would be really cool. That would be really cool. I would like that. I don't know if they're going to ever put oak trees in, but I would really like to see them do that. That is something I would like to see them do. Take that stump out, and we're going to go ahead. We're going to leave those morels. I don't really care about them. Let's go ahead and go road. And we're going to go ahead and get right here. We're going to face west. Alright, get right about here. Let's get right where the edge is. Alright, right there. We're going to head through. And this will be our second road through this section for building. Alright, there we go. Now, we've got it blocked off a little bit more. Take this stump out. Alright, now let's focus on a yard and a house and a woodshed, all for me. Now, I may actually have someone else work on the woodshed eventually, So I might focalize that between two houses and have my first guy that I gather for a neighbor and his wife. I'm gonna at least have two people for this, but we'll see. Okay, so this is kind of diagonal, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cut this off right here. We're gonna go ahead and put maybe some kind of, I don't know what we'll put in there. Maybe a spot for what is it called? Fire pits or something. Oh, I don't want that. Get off that. Come on, get off that. Get off that. I want the road. Alright, let's go ahead. We're going to face north. A little bit more, a little bit more. Alright, a little bit right there. Alright, we'll head north and we'll just cut this off. Oh, it'll let me go quite far. Alright, there we go. So we got that. Now, we're not going to split this really. This is going to be... Well, we might split this. I might make this 2 housing yards for now. So, let's check and see where we're at for buildings, for houses. We're really close. We just need a little more clear cut. So, we're going to go ahead. We're going to clear cut these right here. Or do I want to leave these maples? I think I'm going to want to build here. So I'm going to clear cut these. Hopefully I got that wide enough for, or deep enough for actual large housing. We're going to cut all these down. We might gather up these morels once we get these trees cut down. A lot of maples right in this section. Let's go ahead and chop these into logs. It is almost day 2. Now that maple up there in the corner on the right hand side of me, I think I'm going to leave that one there as a corner street tree. Unless it becomes something I want to chop down later. But all these other ones, we're going to get rid of them. We're going to get rid of them. We're going to build stuff. I may plant trees later for decorative styles. They will be choppable, and they did add a new update where those are worth experience and tier stuff. So you can get experience for chopping down planted trees, which I like because that means you can plant orchards of trees and actually chop them down and make XP off of them, which is pretty cool. Alright, let's see here. I want this wide enough. You know what? We're going to chop this tree down. We're going to chop this bad boy down. What are we looking at? 1 hour so far. I think I'll cut this at 1 hour and make a second video for the development. Oh, come on, pick that up. Let's get one more spot here. Actually, I'm going to leave that section right there just how it is with the road. Alright, so we've got this how we want it. Alright, so I might just put a well here. Matter of fact, I might actually really put a well there. Let's get cleaned up. We can get cleaned up for a second. Alright, we're closing in on time, so I'm going to call this a video. Like, subscribe, and follow. Comment below. Check me out on Twitch. Subscribe there, follow there, and all that good jazz. And we'll catch you in the next video. Take it easy, and have a good one.